right, today, okay, 2-3 is in solve. I told you guys that we would learn it, all right? But remember what I said about how you still have to know how to solve in geometry and algebra 2 and college algebra, all that, okay? So I'm teaching you how to check in solve. If you want, okay, I'm going to show you how to do insolve. You can either start your problem with using insolve or you can finish your problem using insolve, but you still have to show all your work. Okay? Is everybody good with that? Okay? So you know that you should not miss one of these problems. You should have the answer every time because of insolve. But you still have to show your work and know that mathematically how to get that answer. Okay, does that make sense? So it says numerical solve is a shortcut you can use in your calculator to solve equations that have only, so the only way you can use insolve is if you only have one variable.
Why only one?
Because you can't solve and get a letter equals a number if you have more than one letter. Okay, does everybody have a calculator? Everybody but me? Here, grab me one. Thank you. Everybody have one?
Yeah.
Got one? Turn it on. Turn your calculator on and go to the home.
Then you're 31.
Give me the non-cracked one. Okay. All right, so go to the home. Everybody follow along with me.
Are you showing us how to do this?
I'm showing you how to do insolve. Then that's great. So what we're going to do is we're going to write detailed calculator steps below. So step 1. Okay, let's just go get add calculator first. So new document, add calculator. So step 1 is add calc. Yes. Okay, then step 2. Menu. So everybody click menu. Then what class are you in?
Algebra.
Step 3. You're in algebra class, so you're going to go click algebra, which is number 3. Oops, algebra. Then we want solve. So step 4, in solve. Okay, now that you've got insolve, step 5, plug in equation and my equation is here. 2x plus 5 equals 10. What's the most important step that everybody forgets?
The comma.
Comma x. So comma, which is way down here under the pi, hit comma, and then your x at the bottom. Or whatever letter you're using. If you're using P, then you do comma P. If you're using T, comma T. Whatever letter. Okay? Then hit enter, and it solves it for you. So what does x equal? X equals 2.5. Now, because this is more about the calculator steps, if this was your homework or the problems we're about to do, you would have to now then go draw your line and show me the work and make sure that you get 2.5. No, I'm saying like because this problem was more about the calculator steps and that we know how to do it, a regular problem, now you would go and show your work, which is what we're going to do down here. Okay? Okay. Example says, solve each equation showing all steps, check the solutions on the calculator. So like I said, you can do it either way. You can do insolve at the beginning or you can use insolve at the end to make sure that you get the right answer. Either way, you're using insolve and you're showing your work. Okay, would y'all rather do insolve first or last?
First.
Last.
What?
First. Wait, what?
No.
I want to know the answer before I actually do it.
Okay, we can do that. So we can do this one first, InSolve first, and then we can go and do InSolve last. So either way, listen, either way you're using InSolve and you're always showing your work. So if I want to plug this in InSolve, hit Menu, Algebra, InSolve, which is number 1, so menu 31. Plug in my equation. Plug it in exactly how it looks. Negative parentheses 7 minus 4x equals 9, comma, x. Okay? And when I hit enter, what do I get?
4.
4. So now I'm going to go solve the problem. And I need to get 4 as my answer. All right, so everybody do this with me. We got to show our work. Draw your line. Do the equal sign. What am I going to distribute? What am I going to distribute?
The negative 1.
Thank you. Negative 1. Negative 1 times 7 is negative 7. Negative 1 times negative 4 is positive 4x. So I distributed. Now I got to bring everything down. All right. Here's my x. What's being added or subtracted? A negative 7. So what do I do? Add 7 to each side. 4x equals 16. Now what?
Divide by 4.
Thank you. Divide by 4. X equals 4. Is that what our calculator told us we should get? Yes, so we're good. We got it right. Okay. Okay, number 3. InSolve first or last? Which one?
Last.
Last. Okay, let's do it. So let's do the problem first, and then we'll do InSolve last. Either way, you're doing it. Okay, what do we notice about this problem?
There's 2
Variables are on both sides. Can I simplify anything?
No.
Can I distribute
No.
or combine like terms? No. So now I got to decide which one is the p side. Is 5 bigger or 8? 8 is bigger, so this is p side, this is number side. Sorry, I got this really small. I don't know why. All right, which p is on the incorrect side? 5. So I need to subtract 5p on each side. 5p minus 5p is
3.
5 minus 5 is 0. So I'm left with negative 14. That's okay. Now it's 3p plus 4. All my p's are on the same side. So find my p. What's it being added or subtracted? Adding 4. So what do we need to do? Subtract. Negative 14 minus 4. Negative 18 equals 3p. And my 4's cancel. Now what?
Subtract or divide 3.
Divide by 3, because that's in front of the p, and I need to get rid of it. P equals what? Negative 6. All right, now let's do InSolve. Make sure we got it right.
Is it negative 6?
Yes. Okay, menu. 31. 3-1. Menu, algebra, InSolve.
X.
Yeah. You can either, like Xanon said, could I just substitute x for each p? Yes. Or you could plug in the p. It doesn't matter. I'm going to do p. So 5p minus 14 equals 8p plus 4, comma, p. And I get negative 6. Are we right? Yep. Okay, number 4. Do we want to do InSolve first or last?
First.
First?
Last.
Okay, I heard first.
Yes.
Here we go.
Well, I thought you said it could only have one variable. That has 2.
Okay, you're right. It does have 2 x's.
That has 3 p's there.
Oh, it's not the one on the calculator.
No,
No,
you
she's
have to put
talking
the
about
comma
like
in.
different.
Different variables. Like I can't have an x and a y.
Oh.
They all have to be the same variable. Okay. Okay, so let's solve it. Menu. Do it with me. Do it with me. Algebra and solve. Menu 3-1. You doing it? -3, parentheses, 4x plus 3, close the parentheses, plus 4, parentheses, 6x plus 1, close parentheses, equals 43. And the most important part that everybody forgets, comma x. So it looks just like my paper. Then I hit enter. And when I solve this, my answer should be 4. All right, now let's work it. So draw your line through the equal sign. Where do I start? Distributing. I'm going to start with the -3. -3 times 4 is -12x. -3 times 3, -9. Then I go to the next set of parentheses. 4 times 6, positive 24x. 4 times 1, plus 4. Can't do anything else in the parentheses, so I'm going to bring everything down I haven't used, which is the equal and 43. Are you writing this? Okay. All right. Now what? Like term. So -12 and 24. -12 plus 24 gives me 12x. And then I've got -9 plus 4 minus 5 equals 43. Okay, now what? Add 5. Start with the plus minus first. So I'm left with 12x, because my 5's cancel. 43 plus 5 is 48. Now what? Divide by the 12, because that's what I'm trying to get rid of. The number always in front of the x is what you're dividing by. X equals 48 divided by 12 gives me 4. So x equals 4. Are we right? Yep. So we're good. Okay, number 5. The perimeter. What's perimeter?
The whole thing.
What does that mean?
Outside.
Area.
What does that mean? Outside. What does that mean though?
The lines that make up the shape.
Okay, what does perimeter mean? You're right, it's the outside, but what is the outside? The distance? Okay, what does that mean? How do I do it? Yay! Add all sides. So perimeter means adding all the sides. If I write it, you write it. So the perimeter of the quadrilateral, what's quadrilateral? What's quad mean? 4. So it just means the 4-shaped figure. So the perimeter of the quadrilateral below is 65 centimeters. Find the value of R. What do I do? How do I find R?
2R plus 2R plus 5 plus R plus R 4R minus 3 equals 65.
4 divided
So,
by
listen.
Just 3.
What it's wanting me to do is find the value of R, which means, look at number 2. I found the value of X. The value of X is 4.
Subtract
Number 3, I found the value of P. The value of P is -6. Number 4, I found the value of X is 4. I want to know the value of R. So in order to know the value of something, I got to set an equation up so I'm able to solve it. And if I want to set up an equation, what do I have to have in there? An equal sign. So what does all these sides, the perimeter, what do they all add up to? 65. And if I'm doing the perimeter, what operation am I doing? Adding. So I'm going to add each side, and I'm going to set it equal to the total, which is 65. Okay? So everybody add. Start with, it doesn't matter what side you start with, so I'm going to start with this one, 2r. And I'm going to add it to the next side, which is 2r plus 5. Then I'm going to add that to the next side, which is just r. And then I add that to the last side, plus 4r minus 3. And in order to know what r is, I have to have an equal sign, and they all equal 65. You want to do it on your own?
No. It said notes. This is not work.
I'll do it with you. You can do it on your own. Okay, draw your line. We're going to do it by hand, and then we're going to plug it in and solve at the end. Okay, so do it by hand with me first. What do I do first here?
Combine like terms.
Combine your like terms. So I'm going to go box all my r's. R, 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 R. So I'm combining all my r's. What am I doing? Adding 2 plus 2 plus 1. This is a 1r, so plus 1 plus 4 gives me 9r. Now what?
Bring down the 5.
No. Plus 2.
Oh, combine like terms.
Now I've got the 5 and the
Negative 3.
-3, and I'm adding. So 5 plus -3 gives me
2.
a positive 2. Can I do anything else?
Yes.
What?
Bring down the 65.
Okay, yes. I can't do any other simplifying, so now I'm going to bring everything down that I haven't used, which is just the 65. Okay, get r by itself. So minus 2 on each side. Do the plus and minus first. Those cancel. I'm left with 9r equals 63. Now I'm ready to do the division. Divide by 9. R equals 7. Okay. I got my answer. Now I'm going to go plug this part into InSolve. So menu 31. Now, listen to this. This is important. Listen. Freeze what you're doing in your calculator and listen. A lot of people will check and plug this part in right here into InSolve.
Why?
Because it's shorter.
Oh.
Okay? But this right here could have a mistake in it. You could have made a mistake in your work. You always want to plug in the original into InSolve, so you know for sure if you get the right answer. Because if you would have combined your like terms wrong, then you plugged it in wrong, then you're going to get the wrong answer. Okay, so you always want to plug in the original. Okay? All right, so 2r plus 2r plus 5 plus r plus 4r minus 3 equals 65. And the part everybody usually forgets, comma r.
Oh.
Gives me 7. Are we right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
You can't use 7.
Okay. All right, tape these in.
6.33.